Hello everyone and welcome back to Hell Yeah Gaming's Quarantine Journal day number 38. Whew, it's been a journey, and of course there's been several days more than 38. This is just 38 from the day that I started the series. So, we've been doing this a while, and we probably still have a while left to go, but I believe in us. So, updates on things happening regarding quarantine life. Work has officially made a new policy starting as of today, where everybody who walks in the doors got to get their temperature checked and be screened first. So, that's going to be fun. I get it, and I understand it. I don't know why we didn't start doing something like this before, but I guess just with now slowly letting more people kind of come back bit by bit, that's why they're doing it now rather than just how there was only a limited number of us, small number of us before. But it's a whole thing. I don't know. To help facilitate this so that we don't have, at 8 o'clock, a long line of people 6 feet spread apart from one another, unable to get in. They've staggered schedules for a bunch of people, so I come in 30 minutes early now, which means I also leave 30 minutes late, which is fine, because I always showed up early to begin with. If overtime was an option, then I popped in for overtime, and if overtime wasn't an option, I just kind of hung out because I had nothing else to do in the morning after I take my son to daycare. So, all in all, doesn't really affect me all that much. Just, now I gotta wait in line for a moment, or maybe not if no one else is around, to get my temperature taken. Walk in with my dog paw mask and get all squared away. So that's a pretty big thing, but it shows some measure of progress, I think, which is good. Now on to more fun stuff. Tonight I should be filming for the Hunger Games Simulator, which I'm taking a bunch of my friends, a bunch of my peers and mutuals on Twitter and colleagues and whatnot, throwing them all together in a Hunger Games pot, stir it up, watch the scenarios play back, see who kills who and who stands at the top as the ultimate champion. Which is probably not the behavior that I should be exhibiting as a superhero. That aside. Well, let's see here. Part 2 of the Magic the Gathering game that I played with Dan, Silver Sun Gaming, and my buddy Hugh will be going up tomorrow. And you get to see the conclusion of that game, which is all kinds of bonkers and wonky because Time Sifter. I'm sorry, I just had a Vietnam flashback for a moment. It's alright. I've been playing Star Realms Online with Dan, and that's been a lot of fun. Just sliding in some quick movements here and there. I love Star Realms. Fun game. A deck building game, if you're not familiar with it, with 4 interstellar, I don't want to say species. One of them's obviously a species, but 4 interstellar factions, there we go, that have different, they build up different strategies as you buy cards from the center, the trade row that's available to everybody. Everyone's deck just starts with some scouts that give you basically money to buy, and some vipers, which are little fighters, which do itty-bitty scratch damage to your opponents. But then there's 4 different factions in the center you can buy from that are randomized as you go through, which are the Trade Federation, which they focus a lot on healing your life and providing extra resource to buy with. Then there's the Star Empire, which likes to be really aggressive, punch people hard, but also make them discard. And there's the Blobs, which are just like giant spacefaring organisms they are all about the aggression. They are the most aggressive, biggest, heaviest hitters. Just boom, boom, boom. And the Machine Cult, which is probably about or just a little less aggressive than the Star Empire, but they also have they help you get rid of cards from your deck so that you can get rid of the little scouts and vipers that you started with, thin your deck out so that you only draw your bigger cards. So I personally really like to go Machine Cult, and then either, depending on what's available, either Star Empire or Trade Federation. Sometimes I go Blob, but I don't know, something about them, something about Blob just always turns me off. I don't know what, but it's a fun game. I really like it. I've got, you know, real life deck, and I play with Dan online all the time now, and it's lots of fun. There's a bunch of different expansions that really improve the game, flesh it out more, events that happen, individual, like, people, hero units to show up and do hero stuff, all kinds of things that really make the game a lot of fun. But so that's the thing. Then okay, here's a question for everybody. I've been sort of been working on scripting an episode covering Half-Life Alyx and things that I have to talk about for it. Developments that happen in story, what it means for Half-Life 3 and for Valve going forward, all that good stuff. So, and I've been working on this for a while, but like, ever since I decided that I need to get one video out every single day while we're all in isolation quarantine, all of my big project videos have really gone back burner because I just don't have the time to focus on them anymore, because with a 3 update a week schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I had little opportunities here and there between to work on other things, and that worked out well. And then I could also build up a backlog of videos easier for those 3-day-a-week releases, and then give myself more time to like an actual like whole day to focus on a bigger project. So Half-Life Alyx came out, you know, last month, March. It's been more than a month at this point. I'm not exactly striking while the iron's hot. Things have faded. It's not as relevant anymore. So here's my question to all of you. Should I continue working on it and putting it out? Because I want to. I think I will have a lot of fun with it. And it's one of the most important things to me. But it also feels like it's just futile at this point and wouldn't mean anything anymore. So that's what I want you all to comment on. I want everyone to comment on, should I actually go through and finish on making that video. And Fighter's Passage is still ongoing. That, like I said, like any bigger video project is taking a lot longer now because of the quarantine and my once daily upload schedule, but it's still going, and it's not going anywhere, and it will be pushed all the way through, even if it takes longer than it takes Sakurai to release all 6 new characters. I will still be working on it until it's done. Alright, so with that all in mind, guys, if you enjoyed this, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't, it'd really help me out. Again, comment on if you think I should really push to get that Half-Life video out. And thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You all have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope quarantine's not getting you down too bad. I hope you're not too impacted by things. And just to keep all of our spirits up, let's go ahead and give ourselves a great big hell yeah!